To celebrate National Sandwich Day this week, the 14850 Dining Report decided to hit the sub trail to see how the local offerings compare. Whether you call them subs, hoagies, grinders, or something else, they're a glorious food item that's a staple for everyone. We chose one sandwich as a baseline to compare different establishments around town. Each eatery will have their own sub strengths and weaknesses, but comparing with a specific sandwich provides some control. Our basic sandwich is a medium-sized turkey on a white sub roll with lettuce, provolone cheese, mayo, and the spiciest mustard available. We compared bread to filling ratio, bread quality, meat quantity, coldness, price, and overall taste. Shortstop Deli offers the Ithaca-style sandwich. There was a good ratio of filling to bread, though the meat level was on the low side, and the veggies were cold, but the rest was lukewarm. There was way too much mayo. The price was $8.09. Ithaca Bakery doesn't really have sub rolls by our standards, but we tried their French sub roll, which had a tasteless, weak crust. There was a generous amount of meat, but it wasn't really cold by the time it got to our curbside delivery spot. The balance of ingredients was good, and the provolone was the fresh kind that's stored in water, elevating this sandwich, which cost $10.33. Panera's sandwich on ciabatta was just okay since it didn't really have the sub experience. The meat level was medium and the whole sandwich wasn't as cold as we'd like, though it did have fresh mozzarella. The sandwich cost $10.48 and for some reason couldn't be delivered to the drive-thru with online ordering. Wegmans is a sub powerhouse. They have access to all the ingredients, and this should be an easy win. Unfortunately, there's too much bread in their sub roll, and it doesn't have a great consistency. The person making the sandwich weighed the meat on a scale, and it was the most modest portion of all the places we visited. For $7.99, it was a good price, but not really a good value. Those of us in the Trumansburg area are lucky enough to have SureSave, which rivals Wegmans in quality and price. Their sub was better, though only marginally, with a very bready and generic-feeling roll. Their fillings are more generous. At $4.69 for a smaller sub, this wins in the value category. Subway's bread is easily the worst in the field. They pack in the cheap stuff like lettuce and skimp on the protein, in this case turkey. Our not-quite-foot-long sandwich was warm by the time it got to us, but it only cost $5.89, which is a decent value. Another chain, Firehouse Subs, really leans into their theme with sirens and uniforms and helmets, as well as smoky-tasting turkey. The amount of turkey was minuscule and the bread-to-filling ratio too high. Why are we including Wawa? Well, a road trip means we tried their sub, a perfect mix of good crusty bread, ample turkey, and a good balance of fillers for just $5.59. We'd welcome a Wawa in Ithaca. Jimmy John's made us an excellent sandwich and had the best value in our roundup. Amazing bread, decent protein amount, great Poupon mustard, and a good balance with the mayo and lettuce. At $6.86 with discount codes you can find online, this is a great value and our second favorite sandwich this fall. What's our grand prize winner? DeBella's has amazing bread quality, more meat than anyone else, tasty ingredients, nice and cold, and $8.31 for the medium-sized sandwich. We're looking forward to trying Smiley's at Rogan's Corner, as well as subs from Italian Carryout and other local spots in future reviews. We'd love to include Little Venice and Burned Dairy, but they have pre-designed subs that don't fit this experiment, so we'll get back to them in the future. And when we tried Dandy Mart in Ithaca's West End, they had a line 8 people deep with one person working, and we just don't have that kind of time. Let us know your favorites. Go try one of these subs or hoagies or grinders or whatever you call them, and tell these eateries you heard about them here. For more, find 14850 Dining on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and at 14850.com. With the 14850 Dining Report, I'm Mark H. Anbinder.